All right, so I'm trying to get this sound right. I'm trying to turn the microphone back on right now. Let me know. I got a direct connection with the wife. Can you hear me? How's it sound right now?
Back on.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, sound is back on. All right, so we're back. We're back. Y'all like that, right? Got the walkie-talkie. We got the Cobras. Using that between me and the wife. She's in the house with the kids and such. So let's cut this bread up. Some people might like it fully cut. I like mine just enough to where I could just lay it over top of the cheesesteak and scoop it up and bow right on the plate. All right. So we're gonna cut a few pieces of bread here. I don't think it really matters which side. Let's check it out. I got a bread knife here. If you don't know, some people, a bread knife matters. It helps. It helps. Little bread knife. Let's cut a few pieces. Okay. Just out here chopping up wood, man. And I'm using actually a few of the scraps from when I was just chopping up wood just about a half hour ago, maybe. A few of the scraps, so some of the little pieces that chip off of the wood that I was cutting, I have in there. I use that as kindling to start this fire. So this fire is actually, it's lit. It's going. We're gonna open this up, show you what it's looking like in there. All right. I got a few logs in there. I'm using pieces like this. All right. So I got pieces like this that I'm sticking in there. Some nice pieces of wood that's, pretty decently dried. I used like I said, the kindling from what I was just chopping up some wood. All right. But yeah, the fire's going real good in there. This piece is getting a nice burn on it. I don't have enough room. I don't think I have enough room to put another one of those in right now. Not that I need one. Let me see. This might fit another piece in there. Yep, it fit. Let's close that up. Let that get going. All right. Make sure we got any ash out of here. Okay. Now, some people like their bread toasted. If I'm going to toast it right now, because I'm operating off one pan, I'd rather toast it right now. If I am going to toast it, I'd rather toast it right now, and then put the meat on there, because it's not going to go right if I do it the other way around. So let's get a little bit of toasting on that bread. For those that like the bread toasted, we're gonna do that a little bit. We rocking with all cheddar today, so we cooking steak, and we not cooking steakums. All right. This is not a steakum cheesesteak type of deal right here. All right. We got some steak here. I'll show y'all the steak. We have actual steak, real steak, real steak. We're making cheesesteaks with real steak. We're not doing this steakum business. I don't do steakum business. All right, grown man, we don't do steakums. I'm not a kid. Not knocking what anybody else does, but I'm not doing steakums. All right. So we toasting the bread right now. Let's finish toasting this bread up. We're gonna throw the bread on the plate, and then we're gonna get going. All right. So let's get a little closer to the pan here, so y'all can see really a little bit more of what's going on. All right. A little bit closer. Let's see if we can get. Hey, hold up. I think we can do better than that, right? We can do better than that. Just a little bit. All right. So now we got a better view of what's going on. We toasting bread right now. All right. I don't know if anybody would rather see me or rather see the food. Let's check out the food. All right. You see, we're getting toasting already. Let's flip this over and check on that other piece real quick. Ooh, God damn. All right, well, I'll make that my piece. Wife ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna like that. She not with that. Nothing burnt. She don't bring her in the house. Anything burnt. It better not have a stitch of brown on it. She not going for it. So that piece is mine. It is what it is. I mean, that's cool. She'll get that piece right there. Wife ain't going for it. All right. Now we got some good steak right here. Let's get going with this steak. Let's get about half of that on there. Let's see. Now the fire is real hot, but we got some real fatty pieces of beef going here, so we should have enough fat that heat should be okay. That high heat, that we don't need any oil or anything. So let's see how we do with this right here. All right, let's check this out. Let's see how we do. All right, not bad so far. So in a little bit, I'm not gonna wait too long, but in a little bit I'm getting ready to hit it with the onions and peppers. I'm gonna throw some veggies in there with this steak. It's cooking pretty quickly too. Yeah, that's cooking pretty quick. But yeah, I don't need to put any oil on there with that. That's good. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. Try to get some of that meat that's not getting that surface. Flip that over. All right. Now let's get some seasoning on that thing. Let's get some seasoning on there. Just a little bit. Oh, dropped my spatula. Good thing I got a backup. Some salt on there. A little bit of pepper. A little bit. Let's stir that up. All right, time for the veggies now. So it's not fully done. We definitely got some pieces that are not fully done, but it's time for the veggies. Let's hit it with the veggies now. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Throw some onions on there, some onions, some peppers, some onions. Yeah. Okay. Liven that thing up a little bit, just a little bit. I'll make this one for the wife. She don't like too much onions, so I ain't gonna go too crazy on the onions for her. For mine, nah. I need real veggie time on mine. When it comes for mine, yeah, I need real veggie time. All right, thank you. All right, so far so good. It's cooking, but this is real steak. This is not steakum business. It's not, I don't know what somebody else might be making in a spot that you might go to that you would get cheesesteak from, but it's real steak, man. All right, real steak. We gotta make a proper cheesesteak, proper enough. Let's call it that, proper enough. You know, every place makes cheesesteaks different. You know, not every place, but let's just say like this might not be your typical Philly cheesesteak. All right, how you make cheesesteak is how you make cheesesteak. But I would like to hear, you know, what's a proper cheesesteak in your state, in your town? You know, how y'all make it. I'm in Jersey. This is just how I'm making a cheesesteak today. All right. We got a good amount of fat in there to coat the pan. Make sure, you know, we don't need no oil or anything like that. The fats from this cheesesteak make this taste good, but it also make it to where I don't need any oil. All right, so we're gonna get ready to hit it with the cheese soon. Getting ready to hit it with the cheese, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. All right, we cook out here cooking a decent amount of food, man. We cooks. I cook all type of dishes, man. And we operate on a wood burning stove. If y'all don't know, it's a wood burning stove. Okay, so let's get this. The steak is good right now. Let's take a look at this box right here. Let's take a look at the firebox. How we looking inside the firebox? Yeah, we going. Firebox is going. Look at that. Wood burning stove with the cheese steak. You feel me? Cooking the cheese steak on the wood burning stove. Not too. Look at that. Not too much smoke right now. So we doing good. We doing good. I should go get. So I got the backyard food force right there. I should go get some peppers. All right. I go get some hot peppers from the food force right there for my sandwich. All right. I got some sweet peppers and some onions and stuff and a steak for my wife. All right. We about to hit it with the cheddar cheese. About to hit hers with the cheddar cheese. She just wants the cheddar cheese on hers. We got all type of cheeses, but the wood burning stove is doing its thing. We cooking for free. Cooking for the free. Y'all see all this wood right here, right? Y'all see it. We cook all this wood we got for free. We cooking for the free. Okay? We got wood stacked up right there like that. All that wood stacked up right there, just like that. Yeah, just snatch a few pieces of that. Throw it in a firebox. Boom. We got dinner. We got dinner for free. Cooking outside, enjoying the weather, enjoying summer, enjoying life. You know, eating good food. You know, us growing our own food. The kids enjoying, you know, what we cook for them. This is what, you know, it's kind of what I live for, man. When you start to get older, you got kids and such, man. You live for the kids more. You know, for me, I live more for the wife and the kids. It ain't even about me anymore. So, you know, you start to get older, you have kids, man, you start to, your objectives change, or your purpose might change. At least mine did. You know, I do it for the kids now. All right, so now it's good to hit it with the cheese. So I just want to spread it out just enough where I get a decent amount of cheese on there. I probably could have did the whole batch. I'm gonna do a second batch, but I probably could have did the whole batch in this pan at one time, but I didn't. So I could probably hit it with 2 sandwiches off of this one. We're gonna do the rest of it in the next batch. So let's hit it with a decent amount of cheese. My wife just finished grating this cheese, so this is not pre-grated cheese. There's no anti-caking agent in none of this stuff. All right, this is all freshly grated cheddar cheese, and extra sharp. We do extra sharp. All right. We like our cheese extra sharp cheddar cheese. And I ain't got usually I hit it with the pan lid to melt the cheese, but I ain't got the pan lid right now. So that's gonna have to work right there. Just gonna let it melt. Let it melt. And let's see. Is that enough for one sandwich? Is that one sandwich worth? That's a healthy sandwich. If I would put that on there like that, ooh-wee. I might try to get that all on one sandwich. The wife is done for the night. Yo, we already toasted the bread. Let that melt. Get that sandwich to the wife. Tell her, nah, that's your sandwich right there. She going out. I ain't got to worry about her for the rest of the night. It's night-night. Yeah. All right, let's let that cheese melt. Let's let that cheese do its thing. Make sure it gets good contact with the meat. I should have got the lid, right? I ain't got the lid out here, so it's all good. But it's starting to melt, though. It's doing its thing. All right, let me get a plate. Billy Bill said, let me get a plate. Looks great so far. Heck yeah, do it up. All right, Billy Bill, man, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm going to do a second batch. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more vegetables in mine. I'm thinking about going in the backyard. I think I'm gonna go in the backyard and go get me a hot pepper for mine and cut that up with mine. But this right here is for the wife. All right, I don't know if the kids are gonna want some. If they want some, they can get some. They've been getting catered to all day, getting the food that they want all day long. If y'all know, if y'all got kids, y'all know how it is. Oh yeah, it's starting to look good. It's starting to look like something. All right, so I'm gonna hit it with the bread right now. So I'm gonna put the toasted bread right now and see if we can trap some of that steam coming off of there, and melt the rest of that cheese. Let's see if we can melt that cheese to that bread. Just gonna let it sit there for a few. Boom, just like that. And then we're gonna scoop that up with that bread. See how much we can get scooped up with that bread, and then we're gonna flip it over and then put the rest on there, and that's gonna be the wife's sandwich. All right, that's gonna be her dinner right there, partially. Okay, my sandwich, it got a little bit more toasted than I wanted it to be, but it's all good. I'm not picky. It's all good. It's all good. How we looking? You see, it's starting to melt to the bread. Starting to melt to the bread. I just want to make sure that all that cheese is getting melted. That's all I wanted. All I wanted to see. Sheesh. Yep. We're good to go. All right. So I'm gonna come around this other side. We're gonna start working this cheesesteak off of here. Cause I don't want it to burn to it. Whew. I ain't got them hot. Damn it. I ain't got one of them hot gloves on. All right. Yep. We gotta do it a different way. I ain't got one of them hot gloves on. Usually I got the gloves that I can endure some hot stuff with it. I probably could have let some of that bread not get cut as much, but it's all good. It's the wife's sandwich. Okay. All right. We're gonna scrape some of that off of there, just so when I make my sandwich, I ain't got all that. It's all good. All right, we're about to make another batch. But the wife's sandwich is done. Her cheesesteak is finished, finito. It's time to make mine. Let me go bring this in the house. Hers is done. Let me go bring this in the house. It's a slight walk. All right, because I'm getting ready to prep mine, and I'm gonna take y'all with me when I go pick me a hot pepper out the garden, because I want some hot pepper in mine. All right. Thank you. All right, so let's take that walk. I just gave my wife her sandwich, a hot sandwich. I don't know. I gotta ask her, because I might have to do a third batch, maybe. If my son, he come out, because my son be wanting some. He be wanting to get involved. He be wanting some. So we got some more steak to cook. But let's go get us a hot pepper. We got some more steak to cook. We got another sandwich to make. But let's go get us a hot pepper. Because I didn't intend on me wanting spicy on mine. I like spicy. So we're going to go into one of our backyard food enclosures. Just one of them. We got another one way back there with a bunch of peppers, hot peppers, tomatoes, and such. But let's see. Let's go past this squash section and see. We got some. Which peppers are ripe? I don't know. These don't look that ripe yet. More peppers. I don't know what kind of peppers these are. We got some peppers here. I want something spicy. Maybe a Hungarian wax pepper right here. Oh no, I see a more ripe one in there. Yeah, let's take this one right here. We got a ripe one right here. We got another ripe one right there. Let's take this one too. All right. Our peppers. We got a couple ripe peppers. We're gonna leave the rest in there. We got some more ripe ones, but we just need a few. Took a few Hungarian wax peppers. And let's get up out of here. We got some peppers. All right, that's all we needed. We'll leave the rest for another time. Close this up so the deer don't get up in here, because it only take one time. Deer get in here and ravage everything. All right, back to the food, right? Back to the food. Okay. All right, we back. We are back. We are back. Decided to go get a hot pepper real fast. My bad. Pardon me. What up, Lumberjack? Speculum Richie of the backyard. Lumberjack of the backyard. Just got home from the Grannies. Grandies, okay. Number 11 of the Excellence. 0 meter. Okay. I just went and picked up a couple Hungarian wax peppers out the backyard. You can, some people eat them green, some people eat them yellow, orange. These are red right now because I left them on the vine a long time. That means they're spicier than they normally are. They're similar to like jalapenos, however you want to say it. All right. So let's go on. Let's go on with some more steak. Another batch of cheesesteak. We're doing cheesesteak right now. Let's do another batch. Let's make sure we got anything else on there, off of there that we don't need on there. It's gonna be the last batch, but I might do some hot pepper on the end for mine. I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely gonna do hot pepper on mine, but I just want to see how much steak is on here and how well it's going to spread to see whether I'm going to put the hot pepper in here with the whole batch, or I'll make a separate, I'll cook some of this hot pepper and just put it on mine, because if I got to give some of this to my kids don't like the hot peppers. My daughter, she don't like spicy. My son, he'll do spicy a little bit because he wants to be like his dad, but he can't handle heavy spice. I can't give him habaneros or Scotch bonnets, ghost peppers, Carolina Reapers, any of that other stuff that we're growing. I can't give him that. Maybe poblano. We're growing poblanos too. We got some serranos. We got some achote. We got a ton of peppers growing, man. A ton of peppers, ton of spicy peppers, because we like making hot sauce. The jalapenos, of course, a staple for us. We got some of those growing. The Thai spicy peppers, we got some of those. But yeah, just overall, man, I like spicy. I like peppers. All right, we get ready to hit this with some salt and pepper. Let's do it. Something light. Not too crazy. Little bit of pepper. Little bit of black pepper. Can't go too crazy. Like I said, the kids don't like too much spiciness. They don't like it, man. I'm gonna have to be the one to answer to it. So, although I would like to put more spicy peppers, I gotta go in the house and answer to the kids. And it's not gonna go well. It's not gonna bode well for me. If I make it too spicy and they want some, yeah, no bueno. No good. So I must be thoughtful with what I'm making, what I'm bringing in the house. All right, let's let that cook for a little bit more before we hit it with the veggies. And I'm definitely gonna go heavier on the veggies with mine than I did with my wife's. All right, she don't like too much onions and stuff in her food, but I'm going for it. I'm here for it. Sweet sounds excellent. Okay, chillers make everything much more better. Okay, yeah, man, I'm here for the spiciness, man. The wife went and picked some Thai spicy peppers the other day, man. Like the chili peppers, it's like a type of chili pepper. But yeah, she went and picked some the other day and made my breakfast yesterday morning, man. It was a great breakfast. Some avocado, some fresh avocado, man. It was good. It was amazing. All right. So I got the lid now. I got a lid. So I can hit it with the lid and cook this a lot faster now that I got the lid. The wife brought the lid out for me. That was good. I'm tempted to turn this up a little bit. like put a few more pieces of softwood or and such in there just to get that fire going a little bit hotter. But I'm gonna let it rock out for a little bit longer. Just hit it with the lid, and I'm getting ready to put some veggies in there. All right, so let's close that up. Let's look at our veggies. Get our veggies prepped. They're already cut up, but I just want to make sure I got access to them. All right, we still got plenty more onions and peppers to go in there. Liven this thing up, spice it up, make it look like summer, you know. All right, plenty more veggies, some pretty veggies going in there with the steak, the cheese steak. All right. All right. My two sons came into Chile on their own time. Okay, nice, nice. All right, so they're adapted, man. Avocado, fire. Yeah. My wife just actually a little while ago, after I finished cutting some wood up, she came out and brought me a sandwich. Man, the wife came out and brought me a burger. She made me a burger for lunch, if you want to call it lunch, a late lunch. But she came out and brought me a burger, you know, cheddar cheese, onions, peppers, avocado, just everything stacked on the burger, on the bun, man. It was a great thing. It was an amazing thing that the wife is tuned in, tapped in to what I'm doing, and just looking out. Came and brought me some sparkling water. You know, she know I'm out here working, man. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, so let's get going. All right, steak is looking like this. Let's go. We're going in. Plenty of onions. Plenty of onions. Let's get them peppers in there. We're going all in with the rest of the peppers in this bowl, for sure. I'm definitely not putting all the onions in here, but we're gonna get a healthy amount of onions in there. Okay, nice. All right, that looks decent. That looks decent. Not bad. Maybe a few more. Maybe a few more. I like onions. I don't know how y'all feel, but I like onions. I'm a big fan of onions. All right, so let me just get this out the way real fast. Close this up. All right, we get ready to mix all that up. Okay, let's get this right. Let's get this right. Split this up. Some of these onions will get chopped in half. Same thing with the peppers, because this is a bit crude. Putting everything in here like that, that's a bit crude. So I'm gonna chop them up a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. Make sure everything's at least cut in half, just so that it goes on the bread better. At least. I mean, the onions they're gonna curl up anyways. Not curl, but like they'll wither a little bit. So it's not that serious. But yeah, no, let's get this all entwined, marinated. We're gonna marry these flavors. All right, and you see how much volume that added to the pan. So if I want, you know, how many sandwiches I want to make with this, I could probably sit here and just like separate a sandwich right there, separate a sandwich right there, and then have a whole nother sandwich. This could be at least 3 sandwiches right there. All right. So we got plenty right there, and that's why I think I'm gonna do the peppers. So these spicy peppers right here, I think I'm gonna do them last. Maybe I'll put them on here and cook them up a little bit, cut them up, put them on there, and I'll add them to my sandwich. But I'll put them on the pan last, so the family doesn't have to endure the spiciness that I like. But I'm thinking about this right now. This cast iron pan is over an open flame, so I might put another piece of wood in there and turn that heat up a little bit. Thinking about it, I don't need to, but I could. It's cooking fine. It's cooking evenly right now. It's doing good, but it could withstand just a little bit more heat. Just a little bit more heat to get this going where it needs to be. Let me check on this. So I'll let y'all check on it with me, just so you'll know what time we on. Let's check on that heat right there. Let's see. Let's see what that firebox is looking like. It's doing good. You see, we got plenty of fire coming up, plenty of fire licking the top of that. The top right there, that's my pan. Open fire. All right, but I could withstand another piece of wood in there if I really, really wanted to get a little bit hotter, or put something like some cardboard in there just to get a little bit hotter right now. I don't need it, but I could. But it's looking good right now. I'm gonna just let this rock because this is the last batch. That's the only reason I'm out on there with some more wood right now, is because this is the last batch. The only reason. More onions. Somebody said more onions. Yeah, we love onions. Okay, especially red onions for sure. I got more. I should have went into more. More is because the kids might want some, and the kids don't like too much onions. Heavy on the onions, yes, please. Yeah. I feel you. I'm in the same boat. No dainty flowers, so my crew expects crude from this old boy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm big on the onions, the red onions. So the thing with mine is, with me, is I'll make mine. I'll make some for the kids, and the red onions. I don't mind eating red onions fresh, so I'll just throw more red onions on mine specifically. I'll eat them fresh, put them on my plate, put them on my sandwich, put them on my meal, my rice, whatever it is. I'll take red onions fresh, throw some lime over it, and man, that makes my meal a whole lot better. That just livens up my meal, so I don't mind it. I'll throw them in mine fresh, like the white onions or yellow onions, Spanish onions or whatever. Maybe not so much fresh, but the red onions, I slice them a little bit thinner than this right here. It's a little bit thinner, and I'll just put them on my food fresh, and then throw some fresh lime over it. Just squeeze some lime over it, and yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy, especially with some cilantro. Throw some cilantro, some fresh lime, some red onion. Yeah, I'm in there. So I'm not really worried about like having to put too much onion in this right now. Like I said, just because I got to give it to the kids, and then they want to be real picky about not eating it or eating certain parts and such. So I want them to eat their food. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to go a little bit heavier with the onions on mine. So I got the lime in the house. I'm going to go cut some fresh lime. I'll take some sprigs of some cilantro from the garden, and then I'm gonna hit it with the lime, cilantro, and some more thinly sliced red onion, and I'm good. That's what mine's gonna look like. And we got some rice in the house cooked, so I might take a little bit of white rice on the side, just a little bit of white rice, because I love the lime, cilantro, and red onions over the white rice. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Every time I see your talent, your tent stove, I lean more to getting. Okay, yeah, it's useful, man. It's very useful. So I come out here, and it's right today is not the hottest day of the year for sure. So I don't mind like cooking in the house if I need to, but it's warm enough that it's like, why not just come outside and just cook outdoors, man. All right, so look at that. Look, that firebox is going real good. All right, you see that flame is licking up there on that pan, just licking on that pan. Whew, right there. All right, and we just a light dinner, easy dinner out here, you know, looking at the wood. Just finished cutting some wood up there right next to the house, and you know, just it's a regular day, regular evening. I was over there cutting some wood, splitting some wood. Got got a new axe today, the Council 6, and it's how we end in the evening. Let's see what you say. My personal favorite is bologna and red onions with mustard, maybe cheese, fishing gold with this sandwich. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to hit it with the cheese now. We're gonna go to the cheese now. So I'm just kind of like pack that in there a little bit. Not too much, but just enough. So the cheese is not just melting through to the pan. But let's hit it with the rest of the cheese that we have. I told the wife I wasn't gonna need too much, so She graded what I told her to grade. So, we'll use what we have. This is what we got left right now. So let's just spread this out. We should make this work. We will make this work for sure. And then we're gonna hit it with the lid. And this is just straight extra sharp cheddar cheese. Extra sharp. I like that sharp flavor, man. All right, let's make that. We're making that work. That's it. That's what we got. That's it. That's all. Okay. Now, I'm gonna cut some more pieces of bread. I'm gonna cut a few more pieces of bread because I kind of put a little bit more, when I was toasting my bread, I got a little bit more dark spots than we needed. So we're gonna cut a few more pieces of bread on there. All right. And let's make three sandwiches with this, just in case the kids want some. So I got one cut right there, two cut. Excuse me. Got a few pieces cut right there. And then after I'm done, we're gonna come back with the hot peppers for mine. All right, so let's do that. Let's make our sandwiches. Just gonna make our sandwiches. And I'm, instead of putting the bread over top of the cheese, I'm just gonna scoop it up, throw it on a sandwich, and be done with it. That's how we doing it. Let's do two first. I'll do two, bring them in the house, and then our cheese is melted already. Dang, that was fast. That was fast. Cheese is melted. Good to go. Done deal. Yeah, we got enough heat on there. Okay. Next sandwich. Yep. That sandwich is done. All right, so we got two sandwiches done, going in the house. All right, so we got this last sandwich. I toasted my bread too much, but it's all good. I'm not being too picky. This is going on my sandwich for sure. I don't care about that burnt piece of bread on the inside. Overdone, whatever. Call it what you want to call it. I'm eating that. Let's get all that on there. And if the kids don't want some, that's more sandwich for me. You know what I'm saying? They want to be picky, more for me. They can eat something else. All right. And that's pretty much it. If I can scrape some of this stuff off and just make my job a little bit easier while it's still hot, you know, as far as the cleaning process, I'll do that. But we got 3 cheesesteaks right here. All right. We made 4 cheesesteaks so far. All right. Everything is done. Fire department. Y'all hear it? Fire department is on their way. Not right here though. We operating a safe fire. We're good to go. All right. We're in the building. All right. Getting ready to bring this food in the house. So we made cheesesteaks. I'm gonna go in the house, throw some avocado. You know, I'm gonna throw some more. I'm gonna throw these hot peppers on mine. I don't want to hold y'all. I'm gonna throw these hot peppers on mine. So mine is gonna look more like, you know, we're gonna throw some hot peppers on mine. So it's not gonna look like that, but you can imagine what mine are gonna look like. So I'm gonna throw some hot peppers on mine. All right, the rest I'm gonna see what the kids want. If they don't want it, I'm eating at least one more of those or another half a sandwich. But we in the building. I just cooked on the wood burning stove. Get ready to turn this down, put this out, and we are out of here. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're gonna be cooking a lot more dishes outside. We got a lot more coming. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. See you on the next one. Backyard Lumberjack. I'm out.